Hey guys, how's it going? It's HelpfulLockPicker here, and welcome back to this week's Lockpicking Homeschool video. What we're going to do is we're going to focus on what lockpicking looks like in slow motion, particularly when we're doing a rapid entry technique called raking. What I'm going to do is use this clear acrylic lock to be able to demonstrate very clearly what's going to go on. And then the tools we're going to use is we're going to use a bottom of the keyway tensioner, and then we're going to use a Bogota style rake. As you see me starting to work on opening up this lock, what you're going to see is you're going to see some pins on the top moving up and down at random intervals. What we're trying to do is set each of these pins one at a time at random. And once all of those pins are set, it's going to make it so that nothing is going to keep the lock in the locked position, and it's going to open right up. This is a really cool technique to use. It can work on a lot of the cheaper locks and can be surprisingly effective. What I'd like to do right now is just very briefly and simply explain to you how this process works. So the first thing we do is we take advantage of manufacturing tolerances, and how we do that is we use a tension wrench, and then you're going to tension in the direction you're going to want to open up your lock. In this circumstance, we want to do clockwise tension. And what that does is it makes a phenomenon where you're going to have a binding pin. So as we start to insert our raking tool, what's going to happen is one of these top pin here are going to bind, it's going to set, and then once it sets, we're going to get another binding pin. We're going to set all of these one at a time going across, and once they are all set, what's going to happen is the lock is going to turn over and open right up. On this particular lock, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 top pins, and the 7th pin here is just to keep the plug in. It is not going to affect opening up the lock. So in order to do this in practice, what we're going to do is we're going to apply some light tension, and then we're going to insert our Bogota style rake, and we're just going to start to lightly rake going across. And now that you can see that we were able to get the lock opened rather quickly, this is a process that is surprisingly easy, and you can start to get many cheaper locks open doing this. And just so you can have a little bit more clarity, what you can see below here is the key pins. These are going to be the driver pins, and this is going to be your lock opened. So now that we have a little bit more of an understanding of how the process works, what I'm going to share with you right now is just one more slow motion clip of the whole process so we can put it all together. So what you're going to see is me raking the lock open. You're going to see all of the pins set one at a time, and then you're going to see the lock turn over. I think this is a really cool thing to share because you do not often see what raking looks like in slow motion, and it's really cool to be able to see. But if you would like to learn anything more about opening up locks, what I have is a video series called Lockpicking Homeschool, which I'm going to link right on the top here. It is a really great series that it's aimed for people that have zero experience and people that want to grow to intermediate pickers. It has very, very vast amounts of information on just where to get started and many different tips and tricks, and I recommend that you check it out. But either way, guys, this is all that I have for you today. If you have any questions or suggestions, please drop them in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, please subscribe. As always, thank you so much for checking out this video, and I hope you all have a great day, and thank you so much for checking this out.